Welcome back to Bell Rock. If you'll follow me, I'd like you to meet Nathaniel Battelle.
Nathaniel Battelle, A.M. Okay, well, that says Harvard University, 1765. So graduated at Harvard, 1765. Died April maybe the 5th, 1816 or 36, something like that. Age 74 years, 6 months. Also his wife, Mary Battelle. I have no idea. Blah, blah, blah. And there's text at the bottom.
Many of the newer headstones in Bell Rock Cemetery are close to the entrance on Green Street. The oldest headstone in Bell Rock is over 150 years older than the Nathaniel Battelle headstone. But how can a 19th century headstone be harder to read than a 17th century headstone? Because a recipe is only as good as its ingredients. You can't cook. I can't cook. It comes down to the materials. In the 17th and 18th centuries, you carved your headstones with whatever material was easily available. For eastern Massachusetts and the towns around Boston, that was slate. Other parts of Massachusetts had a preponderance of sandstone, and some settlements were using marble relatively early. But by the early to mid-19th century, marble was increasingly popular. Marble is beautiful, but it has one weakness. It's highly susceptible to acid rain. Because of pollution from both cars and industry, the rain around urban centers in the 60s and 70s became more and more acidic, hitting its peak acidity in the late 1980s, early 1990s. And marble headstones in cities all over this country literally began to dissolve. This is the stone to the left of Nathaniel Battelle, and this is the headstone to his right. Benjamin Franklin is buried in the Christ Church burial ground in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and most of those headstones, I presume because that was the material available, are made out of marble. When you visit there, Ben Franklin's headstone is one of the only headstones left you can read. In fact, the effects of acid rain are so recent, we actually have photographs only 30 or 40 years old that show many of these stones to be in pretty decent condition. But a man having a headstone full of writing and the only part you can read is that he went to Harvard? That's very on brand. See you tomorrow.